Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Will Dragon and this is All Quiet in the Trenches. I was quiet for a moment next, trying to figure out what was going on. I don't know what's going on really, I never know what's going on. We're still trying to get through hardcore mode. We are up to, I think the count is 7. I apologize if the back is a wrong number, I can't remember. Thank you so much for keeping track. Like I said, I think we're on 7. So Wellinger is now in pain. He's gone and hit that hospital. Gangrene and shrapnel wound has been removed from Menk, so he's slowly, and I mean slowly, on the mend. Still in danger of death. It can still happen. Hospital's a little bit full. None of my guys have any food. Katrina's filled to the brim. Spy came in. You know, give out half rations. Yes, this happened at the end of the last episode, and I had a massive rant about it because it annoys the crap out of me. Unless he outranks me, there is no way he should be deciding my squad's rations. Not in the slightest. Because, well, he doesn't outrank me, quite frankly. Alright, let's go on a patrol. Pick you and sure you. Latrine duty. Not good to be given to ones that hate me. Oh well, lots, never mind. I've had a couple of good stories with him. I feel like he should have left me by now. Never mind. So we won't be stealing any food from the village. Okay, first point of call. Great, Fleckner has a fever. Wellinger no longer has a broken arm. That's going in the right direction. Nobody's dead. I am now down to 3 soldiers, mind you. You, rations, standard. Don't you dare try and tell me how to feed my troops. It's no longer sunny. He's no longer tired. That's good at least. He is upset. That's a fair shout because, you know, I did make him do a rubbish job. I guess I've taken a turn for the worse. Why has Wellinger got a bandage around his head? He's just in a bit of pain. I don't even know what from. He's got no injuries. It's an interesting one, that one. Pain of nothing. He's got phantom pain. 2 prisoners of war. That's an easiest job. We can give a trip to the pub now. Madame Roche hates me. That's nothing particularly bad. Hell. Don't have anything you need men for, but I need you to love me. Go to the pub. As well. Passing by the enclosure, quietly tolerated. I don't think we have any provisions, do we? No, so I won't even be able to get anything from... Alright, Wellinger should be back to us. Menk no longer has insomnia. He can finally start to rest as well. It's going to be a huge bonus. My guys are no longer in a good mood, probably because it's cold. Down to 2 turns worth of rations. Being discharged from the field hospital, that's great. No longer any problems, right? Yeah, no longer any problems. Fleckner still has a cough and a fever. Supply is running low. Yep, I am aware of that. Unit test with guard duty. Alright, so other than guard duty, you actually need to think about some future food planning. Now, you. For at least a month. I like how even when it's a month early, the next shipment then isn't, like, sooner. I feel like, you know, if one shipment's supposed to be here in 5 weeks and it takes 9, the next shipment shouldn't be as far away. But, you know. I don't know. I mean, that's probably not how it works. Everyone looking at paperwork would probably go, ah, you've just received a shipment. It's like, yeah, but it was 4 weeks late. Yeah, but you've just received a shipment. You'll be good. In fact, it was also a tiny shipment. Got a bit of time with him. I've got nothing immediately coming up. Which means probably last minute surprise from von Karsbrook. I mean, I do have an okay amount of prestige. Don't have anything you need. Could attempt to get brownie points. Could attempt to clear the hospital. Although my medic is already in there. Why don't we hit up guard duty? For help. End up having to become my source of food. Of course, I may end up having to steal it and ruin their reputation I'm gaining, but hey ho. We'll see what happens. Ah, you are joking. Get rid of it. I can't risk my guy's health. Like, I can't even get them out of the hospital as it is. And I'm now straight down to 0 food. We are short of firewood. Mate, we're short of food. And soon you're going to be eating the firewood. And I didn't even gain any reputation with Madame LaRoche. She still hates us. Like I said, I'd love to see the background numbers because I feel like, you know, it shows 2. Like 2 ticks. I feel like the number can go well beyond, say, a flat value of 2. Well beyond. So there goes any kind of future planning I was hoping for. Village is our suspect. I don't have enough men to do everything, which is a pain. I'll see what I can spare for you. Yeah, I'm going to get almost nothing, but I have to get something. Basically. Because we have... got food as it is. Patrol the village. Delays next work project. You. I haven't got any... He's not even got any food for me to pick up. I'm going to get like 1 day of half rations. I really don't know what else to do. And I'm going to ruin all my reputation. Leaving a male come back to camp with a whole crate worth of food. He placed it with the rest of our stock and wandered off whistling, lost in thought. But, you know. Don't know what anybody's on about. Oh, he's tired of war. That's interesting. And he's gone down to neutral. That's also interesting. What for? Hang on, did we have a bad patrol? He's slacking off. And carefully. We have an engagement next turn. Yep, surprise engagement. He's finally back from the field hospital. This is him. He's got a bit of insomnia, but that can't be the worst thing in the world. Flies finally. I'll start cooking immediately. Good. Yeah, so what happened with Hunt? Because the village hates us? And I sent him on a patrol? Oh no, wait, because I didn't give them any food. That would be the one. Of course, yes, I was tunnel vision focusing in on Hunt there, but it's got nothing to do with him. Squad-wide thing. We have severe cough and critical blood loss moved. Conditions got a bit worse. Conditions got a bit better. High prestige removed. Down to a bad mood. That should flip back over. We've now got food. And we've got some time of doing nothing. And glad you asked. Accept. And then you, next shipment. Few more weeks. Those aren't the numbers I wanted to hear. Unload carts. Oh, it's only a somewhat tiring job. I feel like I'm lucking out here. You. Have everybody. I don't care there's an engagement in 1 turn. You rest. I'm hoping you'll get rid of your insomnia. Let's make Hennick love me. There was a lively atmosphere at dinner. Some soldiers were engrossed in conversation with their comrades. Others kept themselves tired from the day and accordingly not interested in company. This good mood changed when Lotz joined us. With a gloomy look at the food in front of him, he began to complain. He poked listlessly at his food before throwing his fork down in disgust. There's something you wish to say to me. Everything here is slowly going down the drain. He stood up abruptly, and you're just letting it happen. Tut. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I'm sorry. But he just got one guy out of the friggin' hospital. My men were sitting together in a wide circle, excitedly chatting among themselves. This chat mood had been growing more and more intense over the last few days. There was hardly any other topic of conversation than Christmas Eve and what it would bring. Some worried about their families at home. The melancholy was visible in many a gaze. And again, the conversations came back to what it was like to have to spend Christmas at the front. What do you think? Hunt asked the group. Will there be another football match? Surely you have heard about last year's Christmas truce. How strange it must have been when everyone suddenly laid down their weapons and played football together. Some murmured in agreement. One soldier interjected that he would be most excited about the exchange of cigars and cigarettes, and another raved about the food that was supposedly traded last year. I sat a little apart and listened to the conversations. Suddenly and evidently, unexpectedly for everyone, Lieutenant von Karlsberg stood before the men. They were shocked into silence and all enthusiasm vanished from their faces. What is all this Nazi drivel? He snapped at the soldiers. You are here at the front and the gentlemen behind these trenches are your enemies. If you didn't keep forgetting that, we would have been in Paris long ago. And you would have brought our families a nice victory for Christmas. Then he turned to me. So far, I was under the impression that you had your men under control. Don't let this kind of behavior catch on. Addressing the men again, he added, now back to work, and don't think that Herr Major will tolerate such fraternization like last year again this Christmas. Then he marched off. Abashedly, my men looked at me. Still a nice thought, though. At least it gives us a little hope, even if it's just a pipe dream, Hunt said quietly. The tension eased somewhat among the men. They quickly went back to their tasks, but the next day you could regularly hear one of them whispering to another, wondering if a Christmas miracle might be possible after all. A soldier was just coming back into camp with a stack of freshly chopped wood when I heard the young soldier Wellinger quipping. The pity we're not at home. I know where we could find some stacks. At Lotz, Farmer Schmank's daughter. She's really stacked. Let's just try. I usually just let them have their fun. Let's see what this does. The mood shot up. That's probably because I fed them. I lost insomnia. That's great. Mail and Hunt. Improved physical condition. That's fantastic. Got another friendship blossoming. Oh, look at that change. Look at that change. That's what we want. Why is he now contemptuous? What did I do? What did I do? Fleckner, why did I upset you? I fed them. I don't think I had any bad stories. Unless he didn't approve of one of my responses to something else. But he wasn't involved in any of the stories. I don't know. He just hates me. I think my guys are going to be like shooting me in the back when I'm not looking, basically. We're marching into battle. Huzzah, huzzah. Here's everything your troop needs. Now, he likes me a bit more, so yes, hopefully I'm actually getting provisions. And of course, I need to keep all of my guys very far away from the hospital, because that is definitely going to shoot up again. When I say that, I'm mostly thinking of Menk, because seriously. I mean, seriously. Like. I mean, we're how many months away? It's Christmas, so we're doing the gas attack. Well, this should be a nice, fairly simple one. It makes me happy to see this event at this point because, I mean, I'm gonna make my guys tired because I have to keep running. But other than that, we should be okay. Go to the left. It looks like I've been slammed onto the right side of the battlefield. With a charge to the left. Max on, gentlemen. Gas mask on. No, Menk, put your gas mask on. We don't want you back in hospital. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing. They're rough, tough, hardened soldiers. I don't trust you to, like, look at a unsanded piece of wood and not get a splinter. I'm gonna go this way. Still some shooting going on. Little resistance as to be expected. Gain an overview. This doesn't help, does it? I've got this guy. He's not in my section. Oh, hang on, no, I lied, sorry, he's in this section. I was like, I can't even find him. Let's leave you behind to try and find some provisions. You're far too nice to be searching dead bodies anyway. And then, of course, I spend a day here. Sorry, a day here. I spend a whole day here. Spend a turn here. You're slightly... gather information about gas. Oh wow, we've outrun them. Apparently there's a whole group of French soldiers back there. Didn't find any ammunition, but I did find some bandages. Searched the body, there was nothing left to use. His eyes there, he looks terrible. That's what I'm supposed to find. Oh no, that's outside of my purview. Let's just wander this way then. Completely out of breath, that's fine. You can take a moment here. About gas, we'll pop back on that again. Let's just torment one soldier, you know? And then hand grenade. Dies there, he looks terrible, yep. You join in once you've gathered your breath. I'm only going to be one space away. See for yourself, but the gases weaken the enemy and force them into a headlong retreat. You must seize this moment to take the next trench. Damn it. We are completely exhausted. Look down a bit. Anything else? Search the body. There was nothing left we could use. His eyes there. He looks terrible. Come on, Meg. You gotta keep up. You gotta keep up, man. See, I'm waiting here for Mail to turn up. I'm kind of hoping he might. There you go. 3 of them are no longer out of breath. That's good. Just lots and Menk, who is going to be left behind, quite frankly. They can catch up when they can catch up, basically. Design need to go. Gotta get to the next area to keep Von Carsbrook happy. It's a very easy prestige grab, this one. Let's keep it that way, basically. Out of breath added for 3 people. Dead French soldier removed. I recognize this trench. One they made me defend. Then it took me about 4 attempts because it was just downright horrible. A few of my guys are now probably going to be somewhat left behind. Good troop, take a breather. Well, suddenly, I know we're in an unfavorable position, but I have to take a quick breath, and that's fine. That's carry on, man. Oh, I don't like this position. I'm going to simply wait here a turn. Allows my guys to somewhat gather themselves. I think that's the winning troop so far. We'll hop to the left. Two people taking a breather, one returning troop. Completely out of breath. Yep, fair enough. Take a moment. Getting a bit close to bullet fire for my liking. Let's send everyone else in first. And then, you know, allow some of my guys to, you know, slightly recover and... Close combat it is. Maybe I will get a prisoner. I don't think so, except we're gonna heal over if I'm honest. Oh, he ran away, never mind. Oh yeah, I still have to move. Damn, I'm completely spent. Is there anything else? We have overpowered the French in close combat. Huzzah! I think he actually just ran away, but I kind of have to wait for my guys to catch up now. Getting a little bit too strung out. Something is wrong. There's no more gas here. French rally will be an easy target. Damn it, I'm completely out of breath. Oh, he gets back completely out of breath. Hang on, one more turn here. I didn't like that message from Fleckner. I don't know if they've added. Abort the attack, the wind has turned. Retreat immediately. Yeah, see, now we have to run backwards. And again, whilst leaving people behind. The French rally. They've got no one there to rally. We've got one squad. Oh, wait, no, is that even my squad? No, that's French. That's one of mine, And so yeah, we'll wait for, we've usually got a turn's worth of standing here. We're okay. Nobody's out of breath anymore. Well, in fact, there might be one. Yeah, Lots is technically still out of breath. Back we go. Removed. Can I... Okay, let's spend a turn. Let's figure you two guys to fire on side. Give everyone else a little bit of a rest. Again, we need to keep that out of breath down so we can... Out of breath moved, light stress moved, cool. Our two partner in squads very much run backwards. Small little... I'm going to skip to the next thing. I'm assuming we're stopping in this trench. We're not giving up everything. Yet. I don't know if they're going to make us defend this trench. I don't know. Are the French rallying that much? That's complete. I have no more tasks. Well, let's attempt to come this way. Maybe I can get a last minute bit of equipment. I also imagine it's a slightly better cover from if the French decide to challenge us. Nope, I don't get the choice. All I got was Menk being out of breath. Was not allowed to make that change. None of us could sleep that night, and so one by one we came back out of our tents. We sat together in silence, pale-faced. The chlorine gas attack had been a huge success. The enemy's positions had been taken without much resistance. It was Vale who finally broke the silence. I thought, but I didn't. They say the gas wasn't lethal. Again, there was silence, only accompanied by the crackling of the fire, which at least provided some warmth on this cold night. After a while, he continued. Those who didn't suffocate just ran around frantically, like animals. He shook his head. Do you think it was right, he asked, to fight like that? I don't know. Seems there was no right or wrong in this war anymore. Lotz raised his voice. He had inspected the French soldiers, an order from the lieutenant that was necessary for the report. The faces, they were so big. Eyes and mouth wide open. Must have been an agonizing death. We should have saved them somehow, or at least shot them, but everything had to happen so fast. A few of the other soldiers nodded. We all knew that there was no turning back now. Something had changed, and the French response would come. Well, we have all 6 soldiers. Hospital occupancy has increased, but let's hope that's not a problem for us. Don't think... Oh, in fact, do you have... No, you don't have insomnia anymore. Good. That's a good thing. Out of a ride. If you dissolve you and your men, you are lucky. You're only following orders. On the other hand, we'll now have to write a report to the Army Command about the effects, the reaction of the French and the gas mask. You didn't get any bonuses for that? Okay. Pleasure to see you. How can I help you? Next shipment should be the next supply in a couple of days. Nice, and he likes me. What else do we have going on, however? We wounded, not enough hands here. Is there an opportunity it goes unused? Others will pay the price. Take every chance out there to help sooner. Take some of the burden off us here and may save many of the lives of your comrades. The whole group is exhausted. You are correct. Although you say that. Oh yeah. No, that's exhaustion across the board. Your men are exhausted. I would like to give them larger proportion. Risk it. Okay. She apparently doesn't like the work effort I am putting in at the front. He wanted me to drag back some dead French gas victims for them all to stare at, then sure. Why would I possibly ever decline such a horrid, disgusting, and pointless task? Let's hit next turn. Hopefully we get food before Henrik starts to hate us more again. Henrik was alone at the wash tub late at night, busily scrubbing a single rag. As I came closer, I saw the water around the rag turn dark. Blood. At that moment, Banks spotted me, turned to me hastily, and stood at attention. His hands with the rag clasped behind his back, as if by chance. Under officer. Calmly, I sorted out the facts. You want to explain this to me, Menk? In light of my attitude, Menk also remained quite calm. Nonchalantly, he said, Don't worry here, Aunt Opsia. Everything is fine. Well then. Well, that was enough for me. I trusted Mink. When I nodded, he smiled with relief. Where was the blood actually came from, I would probably never know. If it had ever been blood at all. It was a mood that spread among the men. It was a day like any other here in the camp, and yet so different. We knew that, rationally speaking, nothing set it apart from any other day. What did words like Christmas, contemplation, and world peace mean out here? Out here where you lived from meal to meal, and where a day without losses could be better than any holiday. And yet, each in our own way, we seemed to have hoped against hope that something would happen. That something would be different compared to the other days. Maybe something like a miracle. It made this day and all its ordinariness all the more difficult to bear. For weeks the men had been waiting for letters from home, which seemed to be delayed more and more. Heavy clouds hung in the sky, and a nasty sleet had set in a few hours ago. But even this long day came to an end at some point. Our work was done, and Lieutenant von Karsbrook had already retired to his quarters. My men and I sat together for a while and warmed our wet bones by a small fire. A few hours ago, Zelensky had beckoned me over and secretly handed me a small bundle, saying, I know they're stricter this year, and I don't want to hear about Christmas, but I thought, well, maybe you can bring the men a little joy with this. Now I opened the bundle and held it out to my men, with best regards from the kitchen. They looked into it with wide eyes. Inside were almost a dozen smoked sausages. They still smelled wonderfully of wood and bacon and home. How Zelensky had come by these delicacies was beyond my imagination. Man, Zelensky, what a hell of a guy, Wellinger exclaimed, and he helped himself with gusto. The others didn't need to be asked twice, and as we sat there munching and sharing stories of home, it felt a bit like Christmas. Beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Okay, so everyone gets belonging, everyone gets grateful. We are down to 1 turn of double rations. Nobody's recovered in the slightest. This is why it makes me wonder, you know, is 3 pips, is it hard capped at 3 pips, or does the number go over? Because I've got 4 points down of relaxing, right? If we pick a random soldier, I'm not going to pick Menk because he's in terrible condition. Let's pick Wellinger. He's usually quite good, right? Increases overall recovery time, but that's, as far as I know, just medical. I think. Morale worsens. That's fine. Fitness decreases. Again, that's fine. Morale worsens. He's got nothing whatsoever. Unless this is overall recovery time, but being exhausted makes you recover slower. I mean, that just sounds... Oh, excuse me, that just sounds horrible. And he's got double rations, which increases fitness. Is 3 parts relaxing. Wellinger is technically on 7 parts relaxing. For maybe 2 parts down, increasing recovery time, because we lose 1 because of moderate physical condition. And yet hasn't improved his physical condition, or not his physical condition, no, apologies, his tiredness status at all. And I don't know, for a 7 down points, unless that's literally a 0.7 and he's now at 2.3. But like I said, I feel like this is not hard capped at 3, and this is just a number. As far as they can physically show it, and I reckon it goes up a lot higher without us knowing. Which yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I've said this before, I'd love to see the numbers behind this. I'd love to see them to make working out this stuff so much easier. And it genuinely would make getting through hardcore mode so much easier if you actually saw what was going on. Because, you know, this guy on 3 pips could be completely different to Lots on 3 pips. You know, he could be popping up to a 4.5, he could be on a 3.4. You know? Anyway, I have more lights, more than the usual few. We are short of firewood. Anything else? Resupply came in. I had to bring the ration directly to your unit stockpile. 1 more turn of double rations, and he likes me. He likes me. Unit is tasked with guard you. I mean, what would happen if he didn't like me? We can no longer do double rations, that's for sure. Screen is filled to the brim. Is there anything else? Sometimes you think you're just treading water. Today feels like I've gained something from all of this. He's no longer slow. Huzzah! We're not actually saving this turn, though, because this is the end of the episode. So we'll see what happens on this turn when we load in next time. We do have some dreaded lice, so that's always fun. But until next time, as per always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed the episode so far. I don't think we had one reload. I think we made it all the way through this episode without a reload. Oh my days, the number has not changed. Would you look at that? And on that, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, as per always, thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed it. And until I see you again, I hope you will all manage to stay safe, happy, and healthy.